What's up everybody and welcome back to another Rebel Ranks, and for today's episode we will be wrapping up Spyro 3 by going over the best eggs in the game. And being that this was the third game in the trilogy, this is when Insomniac really knew how to make an amazing challenge or an amazing discovery. No joke, no punchline, just praise. Good job. Let's get into it.
You want a piece of me, Rhynoc boy?
And since I'm told early interactions are way better than late interactions, go ahead and drop a like right now and comment what your favorite egg is in Spyro 3 and why is it. And if you know how to read lips, I've just spoiled it for you. Eggs in Spyro 3, the only main collectible in the Year of the Dragon. Each game has gems, of course, but the other two games had two different main collectibles: dragons and dragon eggs, orbs and talismans, and just dragon eggs. And because of that, there are quite a few dragon eggs, 150 to be exact, and these are given for just about everything. Finish a level, egg. Playing through a special playable character level, or SPC level, egg. Beat any of the 3 parts of the flying stages, egg. Finish a Sparks level, egg. Beat a boss, egg. Beat the bonus stage, egg. And all that only accounts for 43 of the 150 eggs, give or take. And those aren't the eggs we'll be looking at today. There's 45 hidden eggs. I did just do air quotes. These are locational eggs, about 30 of them actually being hidden, or if visible, require a little platforming. And about 15 just sitting there out in the open. And then there's 62 eggs for completing challenges or mini games. 12 of those are doubles, so that's 50. So I'll be going over the best 10 and worst 10 challenges slash minigame eggs and the best 5 hidden eggs, as well as questioning the sanity of whoever was just putting eggs right there in the open. So to start, let's go over some of the amazing hidden eggs in Spyro 3. And I do know in the preface I did say I only had 5 eggs in the ranking, but there were like 2 runner-ups. So let's get into those. Fly to the Hidden Egg and Crystal Islands. Once you get to the end of the level, there's a flying power-up gate giving you a great way to explore such an awesome level. And hidden up here on this high-up ledge is an egg. Very nice. Just be sure you get the key at the very top first, as if you get this egg, your flying power-up goes away. Glide to the island and Icy Peak. And sure, on top of a ledge too, I guess, could fit right here. On top of the ledge is visible earlier in the level, and once you come out of this tunnel, you turn around and right to the right, you see these steps leading up to the ledge. Glide to the island is even better. At the end of the stage, there'll be one last cannon. Blow up this icy crystal and glide around to this other area from where this other icy crystal was, and hopefully you blew it up, because from here a whirlwind will take you over to this island. Pretty nifty. And with that, let's get into the top 5. Number 5, Give Me a Hand and Sink or Singe, both in Desert Ruins. And yes, you can't really do a twofer with hidden eggs, but man, these are like one right after the other. And Give Me a Hand would be the main one here. Once up on this platform, if you look over here, you'll see a statue's arm laying across the green lava, or whatever it is. Glide to the arm, and on the other side is an egg. And from there, you can glide over here to get the Sink or Singe egg. I mean, you can get it from Sheila's level entrance, but whatever, it's more fun this way. Number 4, Glide to the Spring in Sunnyvilla, and a great egg. Might be a little easy, but if you haven't gotten this egg before, it is pretty rewarding to get. From the top of this tower, glide to these 2 columns to reach the top of this waterfall. Gotta love it. Number 3, Swim Through Acid in the Lost Fleet. At the end of the stage, you'll be given an invincibility power-up. Use it to swim in the acid and make your way to this hidden cave for a very well-hidden egg. Not much more to say here. Number 2, Take It to the Bank in Dino Mines, and man, what a great egg. First time I played, I was looking all over for a bank that this egg would be in. So while playing as Agent 9, you'll be doing on the rail shooter. Once that's been completed, you'll be able to freely explore that area. In one of the sections was something that somewhat resembled a bank. Hop over the counter and find one of, if not the best hidden eggs in Spyro 3. Number 1, Glide to the Island and Cloud Spires, and while it isn't necessarily hidden, this is still an amazing egg. Halfway through the level, there'll be a circle with a ledge on top. This will be an active whirlwind once the level's been completed. Return here once it's active to be taken to the roofs above the level. Make your way across them and glide to the island. And what makes this egg so amazing is the length that it adds to the level, and it is just pure Spyro platforming at its best. And I guess the main dilemma here is debating whether or not a extended platforming section for a locational egg is better than an extremely well hidden egg in a section of a level that you normally wouldn't even be exploring. I don't know, both are pretty great. And with that, we have the top 10 best challenges slash minigames in Spyro 3. I do have one runner-up to cover first, and explain why it didn't end up making the list. Oh, and then I'm gonna get into the top 10. I'm not gonna do an intermission cut, or whatever. Smash to the Mountaintop in Bamboo Terrace, a great area for Bentley. It really does add to the level quite nicely. The only thing would be Bentley kinda sucks to control. His club is off with both timing and hitbox, so getting hit will prove rather frustrating. If Bentley controlled better, this might have been moved up to the top 10. Number 10, Tank Blast 1 and 2 in Haunted Tomb. And as far as minigames in Spyro go, this is pretty good. You're in a tank and you have to blast other tanks. You can strafe somehow, which is nice and actually makes it almost too easy. Use the fire pots as cover and blast away. Pretty fun and very, very unique. Number 9, Trick Skater 1 and 2 in Enchanted Towers. And first off, the location of the skate park is awesome. It was inside the statue of the sorceress. Anyways, this is the best skate park in the game. It's so fun. I swear as a kid I was stuck here skating for like a half hour or an hour. I will say the first egg is kinda lame. It's just doing one trick after the other after Hunter tells you how to do it. The second egg is actually just a Tony Hawk trick attack run, and it's glorious. There are some spots to hit huge jumps and really break some records. Doing the same trick repeatedly, just like in Tony Hawk, reduces points earned. It's great. Man, I love it. Number 8, Crash Kangaroo 1 and 2 in Desert Ruins. So Crash is a side-scroller with an Australian marsupial requiring you to jump and attack enemies blocking your path. Yeah, these eggs, I mean the first one is just like a checkpoint. They're great nonetheless. Very clever and very unique to put a side-scrolling section in what was always seen as a staple of 3D platformers. And it actually is very well done. I mean, Sheila does have hops, but she does move forward a little slow. If she was just a little faster moving forward, this section would actually be a lot better for it. Number 7, Jack and the Beanstalk 1 and 2 in Charmed Ridge, and yes, 10, 9, 8, and these two, 7, are all twofers. So is number 1. Anyways, this is essentially Professor Seed Challenge and Zephyr from 2, but done so much better. There are now 2 different seeds, one for flowers and one for a bouncy mushroom. Having to think about which seed to spit where is so good. The spitting is kind of hard to aim, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyways, this challenge gets so good at the end when it requires you to take the flower seed back through the level to find a place where you can swap it for a mushroom seed and still be able to make it back up to where you were. So good and so clever. Number 6, Hop to Rapunzel in Sunnyvilla, and yeah, technically this is just a basic Sheila section, but I really think that this is a great area of a short level and plays to the SPC's strengths. There's wall tunnels, the area is more vertically built. I mean, Sheila does just sometimes not jump high enough or move forward far enough, but regardless, always love going for this egg. I mean, Sheila could move forward a little bit faster, but what you gonna do? And with that, we reached the halfway point, and for some reason my script had said halfway pint on accident, and now I'm kind of thirsty, so I'll be right back. Number 5, Rescue the Lost Wolf in Enchanted Towers, and here's something you might not know about me. I like thinking. So a challenge that requires you to think, even if it's just a little, oh, you bet I'm gonna like it. So what this is a puzzle challenge where you throw a ball and this wolf will go to grab it. If it's on a button, one used to operate a platform, he'll stand on that button, allowing you a way forward. Or you have to stand on the button and then throw the ball, providing a path for the wolf. I will say the last puzzle is very finicky and I tend to have some issues here, not making the platform in time, spitting the ball too far back to where the wolf won't be able to get it and you can't get up there to grab the ball to try again, having the wolf not even stand on the button but not drop the ball. Still a great challenge section. Number 4, Clear the Caves with Ancient 9 and Haunted Tomb. And it's an Ancient 9 mission, so you'll be blasting away, and in a way that is very unlike any other Agent 9 section. It's kind of like a 45-degree angle, top-down sort of shooter. You'll go into 5 different rooms and have to eliminate all the enemies before moving on. Towards the end, it is just constantly moving and shooting, trying to avoid damage while making the sarcophagi and snake baskets a priority to stop enemies from spawning. All in all, solid egg. Number 3, Ninja HQ in Fireworks Factory, and essentially this is just the long linear path through a set of caves where you just eliminate a bunch of ninjas. I will say, if there is one thing I don't care about this egg, it would be backtracking a little bit in the very first section to get 2 rockets to eliminate the metal ninjas. Besides that, there is not too much to say here. It's a dungeon crawler section, straightforward, a bunch of enemies. It's a great time. I always enjoy this egg so much, and it's just like the Agent 9 section. But more on that later. Egg for sale in Midnight Mountain. And this is the egg where you chase moneybags all the way around to get back all of the gems you spent on him. And this is great. I know I mentioned this in a retrospective, but moneybags in Spyro 2 is not too big of an issue for me. It's moneybags in Spyro 3 that really irks me. Like, he straight up lies about stuff just to get you to pay him. It's annoying, and I definitely resent him for it. So this egg is so fun to finally get. Sure, there isn't a bunch here in the way of challenge. It essentially is just an egg thief egg. However, this thief has multiple hit points, and each hit gives you a bunch of gems. Once you finally get all of your gems back, Moneybags will say he's had enough of you and just give you an egg to finally leave him alone. So while it isn't the challenge that makes this a great egg, it's all of the pent-up rage finally able to be let loose. And boy, does Moneybags deserve every single singe and burn mark we leave on him. And at number 1, the best eggs in Spyro 3, hands down, no question. This isn't an opinion thing, this is straight facts. You're doomed, and you're still doomed in Fireworks Factory. Obviously, and yes, I'm sure you could tell by the way I've talked about this mission, that this one is obviously my favorite. The first-person shooter Doom replica. How could you not love it? And yes, I never noticed this as a kid, but you're doomed. You're still doomed. It's a Doom replica. They use Doom in the title. It's very clever. And generally, this is one thing I really like about the Agent 9 stages. One is a third-person shooter. Haunted Tomb is a 45-degree top-down shooter. Dino Mines as a on-the-rails arcade-style shooter. And of course, the Doom replica we're talking about now. Even Sheila has one of these sections. The Desert Ruins. It's the Crash Bandicoot 1 clone. We already talked about it. And making random minigames is one thing. Sparks is basically just a top-down spacecraft shooter. And they all can be cool. Some may end up being better than others, obviously, but it's awesome that Insomniac tried so many different things. 100%, without a doubt, Agent 9's Doom replica is one of, if not the best things about Spyro 3. Like, yes, there's the Spyro platforming and everything, but this is just so unique and so much fun. And what makes it even better is that in one of the first rooms, there's a little switch on the ceiling, and when you shoot it, it gives you a special gun. Oh my god, it's so good. Especially if, like me, you really do have a soft spot for first-person shooters. Yeah, I'm not sure who at Insomniac is the genius who decided to make every Agent 9 stage a different type of shooter, but they're unsarcastically a genius. Even if accidentally, because the on-the-rails shooter wasn't that good, but that was more so because of the enemies. But someone was literally like, hey, we gave Agent 9 a gun. I'm in the middle of replaying Doom right now. I made a Doom replica level. Can we put it in the game? And somehow that ended up being the best part of the game. And Doom is in the title of the egg. I mean, and that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you didn't, go ahead and leave the like now and comment what your favorite egg in Spyro 3 is. You should have done it earlier. I did ask really nicely. And comment down below what your favorite egg in Spyro 3 is and why it is you're doomed and you're still doomed. It's gotta be. I can't imagine it being anything else. And next time, we'll be going over the bosses in all 3 games, kind of ranking them, kind of figuring out which game handled bosses the best, just to get a section out of the way for when we just rank all 3 games in the original trilogy head to head. And until next time. Bookshelf. There we go. Now I have some room to stand. It's all like scrunched over here. You can't see my feet, whatever.